I'm going to start with you over there at Verizon. You all have stuff coming out of the lab petri dish, if you will. Let's fast forward 2 to 3 years from now. You've got this environment set up. It's going to be widely used. There's no question about that. We're 100% confident of that. So you now have a high offering. What are you gonna what do you imagine, or what's the demand signal for 2 to 3 years from now?
Well, I think the demand signal, right? I think is really kind of the based on a lot of the atmospherics that I think we see across our customers, right? Budgets are coming down. I think now more than ever, CIOs are having to make investment decisions, prioritizing resources, now more than ever, because the budgets just for many agencies aren't there like they used to be, or are projected to decline over the course of the next several years. So I think from our standpoint, I think that's really the key demand signal, and where can we as an organization really help partner with federal agencies, partner with Jim and his team, and others in the federal space to really create that value, and give CIOs the ability to help do the reprioritization that's needed, to really increase not only increase their technology, but their capability to drive their missions. And I think the only way to do that really is through some of the cloud optimization things that we've talked about here on this podcast, right? I mean, we have to be in as a GovCon community. I think we have to be at a place where we build once and serve many, to the greatest extent possible, and where the mission allows. And I think that's the only way that you're going to get to a point where each dollar that you spend on infrastructure really results in those decrease in sustainment dollars that are going to be critical to success going forward. And I think obviously the challenge there, right, is how you do it with the cybersecurity controls, the compliance needed to keep up with emerging threats. And I think that's really where we're seeing kind of this confluence of factors that really kind of signal to us that the ability to provide those managed services, the ability to provide SD-WAN, and the flexibility that provides through a cloud based environment, I think is a really compelling value proposition.